Good day, viewers, and welcome here to the beautiful UE Spec in St. Augustine, Trinidad and Tobago for the opening of the 2014 Caribbean Single Wicket Tournament here. The opening matchup will be between Devon Thomas of Antigua and Marlon Richards of Trinidad and Tobago. Marlon, a newcomer to the tournament. Devon Thomas, the explosive all-rounder from Antigua. Marlon, known as a medium pacer, but does have good batting ability as well. As the umpire says, play, open the competition. Marlon, right arm over. You've seen some pace there, some bounce. Cutting and missing is Thomas. Marlon getting back to his mark. He's fixing the man at third man, so he may be looking to get a repeat of that similar delivery. This one up a bit more with a wide signal there by the umpire. In the first over, the wides will be just counting as 2 runs, and the bowler wouldn't be bowling it over. So that's the first 2 runs for Devon Thomas. Reminding you that single wicket cricket is one player versus the other. There's a runner with Thomas, but he's the only one doing the batting. Coming in again, pitching this one up, playing defensively is Thomas, almost getting run out as his non-striker there. It's 2 so far for Devon Thomas after the first 3 deliveries. Seeing 2 short left-hand deliveries early on from Marlon Richards, not trying to pitch it up to Thomas at all. Pitching up this time, but Thomas with a swing and a miss. So very good start here for Marlon Richards, just 2 runs off his first 4 deliveries. I'm sure Thomas will be looking for a boundary or 2 to finish. This is Group A. Again, pitching this one up, playing it on to the man there. The wide hit man with deep backward squares just for 1. Looking for the overthrow. No, it's not, so it's 3 after the first 5 deliveries. Yeah, the player in this group is Lendell Simmons. He'll be a favorite in this group. He won the inaugural Caribbean 2020. Pitching this one up again, swinging, flashing and missing, asking the umpire there how it was, but nothing going. So after the first over, 1 of 2, just 3 runs coming from it. So Thomas really having a tough go in the first over. So Thomas in the second over will really need to get it going after not having a particularly good first over. Very good first over, however, for Marlon Richards. 5-4 field required. You're allowed to have no more than 5 men on either side of the field. No other fielding restrictions other than that. You can have all 9 fieldsmen on the boundary if you so choose. Coming again, right arm over. Second over here for Richards, and that one not coming off the middle of the bat. Down to the man at a wide long on, more of a long on. Very good throw there. So just 1. Thomas getting a juicy full toss, but didn't get it off the middle of the bat and just getting 1 for it. So it's 4 after 7 deliveries. This one whipped to the man at a deep backward square fielder coming in, making a bit of a bubble, allowing for a second run there. They're going over the keeper head, but the man backing up, not allowing it to go for another. So it's 2 runs there to Thomas. No boundaries thus far. Coming again, here is Thomas. Flashing again. Thomas missing more than he's connecting with this evening. Not a good start in the very least for him. He'll have to put on a very good bowling performance because as it stands, Richards can come and take 2 swings of the bat and come away victorious. There's 3 deliveries to make something happen here. Does Devon Thomas. Swinging again, not getting off the middle of the bat and straight at the man there at a short mid-wicket position. No run. Going for another bat now is Devon Thomas. Single wicket, he may have to run out and collect his own. Doesn't have any teammates here with him. Just 6 runs in 10 deliveries for Devon Thomas as he's awaiting his second bat here. Not sure who's going to be bringing for him. Christopher Barnwell doing the duties of bringing a bat for Thomas. Barnwell, of course, made it to the finals last year, only to lose to Dwayne Smith. Here's Richards coming again. Swinging, and it's going to be straight down the ground, but good feeling there by the man at the long off position. Just one being allowed, so no boundaries thus far. So with 1 ball left and the 2 overs, Devon Thomas on just 7 runs. He'll be looking and hoping for at least a 4 here. And that struck straight down to the man at long off again. Just 1, so it's going to be 8 after 12 balls, 2 overs, just 8 runs to Devon Thomas. Not a very good showing. We will see what Marlon Richards can do when it hits in at the bat. We have to remember Devon Thomas is a bowler that can work up some serious pace himself. But Richards has been set 9 for victory. We'll see how he goes. And welcome back, viewers, as we now see Marlon Richards turn at the wicket. Devon Thomas will be coming in, same is with a bit more attacking feel, having 3 men inside the 3-yard circle as compared to Marlon just having 2. Here's a man at a short extra cover and a man at a cover point position. On the offside, we also see a third man, a deep extra cover and a long off. On the onside, it's a long on, deep backward square, long leg, and a short mid wicket. Telling the keeper to take a couple of steps back. Devon Thomas, very small but very powerful in bowling as he's coming right arm over the wicket. Let's see. It's only going to be signaled a wide. Remember, wides will be 2 runs and it will not be an additional ball. So it's 2 runs here so far for Marlon Richards and very easy too. Marlon Richards, strong player, hits the ball a very long way. See what Devon Thomas will do in his second delivery here as he's turning, he's running in, dropping it a bit short and with a back foot punch down to the man, a deep extra cover, just taking 1 as Richards, not taking any chances. He moves on to 3 of the first 2 deliveries. Remember, viewers, if you lose a wicket, it'll be a 3-run penalty. You're allowed just 3 wickets. Coming in again is Thomas, and again a back foot punch here, but straight to the man and short cover and no runs. Coming in again, right arm over for his 3rd delivery is Thomas. Again, using a bit of a cut here, but good feeling there by the man at point. Get to stop another best throw as he was going down. That's 4 after 4 deliveries. Remember, just 9 required for a victory by Marlon Richards. Single wicket cricket is one that many people see as a shorter version of the 2020 cricket where you can see lots of boundaries, lots of fireworks. None thus far, however, in the first 16 deliveries between Thomas and Richards. No boundaries, no wickets falling. This one is a short ball and it's going to be a wide, so it's 8 runs there. It's a clear wide. He does possess that type of pace, does Devon Thomas. He shouldn't be upset as the scores are now leveled. Punch straight back at Thomas there. Well done to feeling off his own bowling. And that completes his first over. 8 runs for Richards. 2 wides already accounting for half his tally thus far. So not much excitement from this first match as Devon Thomas failed to put up a fighting total and could potentially lose. But you also have to remember, if a wicket falls, you lose 3. You lose 3 runs, you have a penalty of 3 runs, so he'll be hoping as he's setting a more attacking field, just 2 men out on the boundaries in the form of the fine leg, and third man seems to be coming up a bit as well. He'll have to set an attacking field, hoping to get the wicket of Marlon Richards. It's part of the strategy in single wicket cricket. Second matchup. Second matchup this evening will be between Richard Kelly of Trinidad and Tobago and Nasing Diunarang of Guyana. One of two Guyanese representatives. Christopher Barnwell being the other. Thomas coming in again, hoping for the wicket. Punching out there to the man wide of mid-wicket, and that's going to be it. Victory for Marlon Richards in the first matchup. Marlon Richards with a solid victory here against Devon Thomas. No boundaries, no wickets in this one. But Thomas has no one to blame but himself. He bowled a couple wides and he really needed not to, as he just made a modest total of 8. So after the first matchup, we see the victory going to Marlon Richards, and quickly on to the second matchup of Nasing Diunarang versus Richard Kelly. Welcome back, viewers, as we prepare for the second matchup here, second of 16 matchups. Richard Kelly versus Nasing Diunarang. Kelly opting for his entire leg side field being boundary fielders. Richard Kelly, a very powerful hitter of the cricket ball in his younger days. Good work. Kelly, gentle medium, just short of a length, and Nasing working it into the leg side for a simple single. Kelly isn't going to blow anyone away with his pace, as the rain is coming even stronger here at the USPEC facility in St. Augustine. Here, one of the supporters saying it's a passing cloud. Every cricketer thinks any sort of rain is a passing cloud. As this one is a shot straight back over the bowler's head. And are we going to be seeing the first boundary here? Yes, fielder not being able to get there. And that's the first boundary of the day. Struck straight back over the bowler's head for 4 by Nasing Diunarang. All the fielders, part of Trinidad and Tobago's youth setup. All these players look under the age of 21 as Kelly's coming in again. Right arm over, right arm. Struck into the air. Fielder trying to get there. No one will be able to. There's going to be one. Will he come back for 2? Yes, the bubble allowing him to come back for a second there. So that's already 7 runs after the first 3 deliveries. As the umpires are calling for the covers now, so the rain now interrupting the play, as we will return after this break for the rain. Welcome back after that brief intermission for the rain. Richard Kelly. Now, Richard Kelly going to be continuing to Diunarang. His gentle medium is going to be liked by some of these batsmen. He really doesn't have any movement with it. This one's pitched up. One struck into the onside. Man from the backward scare coming on. That could have been 2 there. Just a single for Diunarang. Of course, we saw the first player, Devon Thomas, making just 8 in his opening knock against Marlon Richards. Marlon Richards winning that one very easily. Already Diunarang is on 8. Coming again. Short ball there. Ducking under that one and wide. That was a bit tough there, but wided by the umpire. So that's 10. Kelly coming in again to Diunarang. Swinging and missing there. Going up with the appeal is Kelly. Umpire saying out, so that's 3 runs deducted from the score there. So from 10, minus in 3, he's now 7 after the first over. So a good comeback and shows you the value of taking a wicket. Edging that one there is Diunarang. So let's see Kelly in his second over here now. That wicket making things a bit easier for him is going to be 7 runs. This time Kelly bring up the men from third man and fine leg. They're both in what you would in the area of the 30-yard circle. 5 men on the off, 4 on the onside for Kelly. Men on the boundary on the offside of the deep backward square, deep extra cover, and a long off as a spin is not being implemented. Full toss, a lollipop delivery, but not being given the treatment just as one, find the man out on the boundary. And the umpire signaling a no ball. So it's a no ball plus the single. So that'll be 3 runs there for the Unerang. Coming in again, it seems as if he's bowling some off break. This one's pitched up and being whipped away between the men at deep mid wicket and long on for 4. So it's the second boundary of the innings for Narsingh the Unerang. Now goes on to 14 in 8 balls. Kelly now going back to his long run. He'll be coming in, finishing his over with medium pace. As the men at fine leg and third man going back on the boundary. Yes, Kelly now back with the long run. That one struck in the air. Let's see if anyone will be able to get there. The man at the backward square coming in. The point, sorry, and taking a brilliant catch. As a bowler, you'd feel very good about that. A very, very good catch there from the young man at the deep backward point boundary. And Richard Kelly getting his second wicket, so the score down to 11 now. So another 3 runs being deducted there from Narsingh the Unerang score. Shows you the value of taking wickets, as I said before. Could have been on 17, instead he's on 11. Coming in again here to the Unerang. The Unerang pulling this time is going to be whipped between the men at the backward square and the mid wicket for 4 more. Third boundary of the innings for the Unerang brings it on to 15. Trying to drop that one short, and poor bowling there from Kelly just brought the man in from the backward point into a regulatory point position, and it's a 6 by the umpire. A 6 over the point region signal by the umpire there, so that's the first 6 of the evening, bringing the Unerang on to 21. So that 6 helping him a lot. Could have been on 27 if he didn't lose those 2. He lost those 2 wickets, and let's see if Kelly will be pushing the man and point back. Poor decision by him there, however. He should have left the man out at the position that he was at initially, trying to protect boundaries, not the 1s or 2s. As he was trying to take a wicket there was Kelly. In again, pitching this one up full toss, just getting it off his hands. Will he be able to get to the boundary? No, it's not. The man at the boundary picking it up, throwing in, very good throw there, but still being able to complete the second for 23 runs there. Now for Narsingh the Unerang. With 1 more ball left in Kelly's 2 overs. It's Kelly in again to the Unerang. This one's just short of a length, and again whipping it into the onside, and will just be content with taking the single there as Narsingh. Not going to take any chances to lose another wicket and lose 3 more runs. So at the end of his 2 overs, he's going at a score of 12 runs and over. It's 24 in his 2 overs. So let's see what Richard Kelly will do in his reply. So now it's Richard Kelly staying at the crease. It's Unerang, known for his off-break bowling. He's a batting all-rounder, but he's a quite capable off-break bowler. So let's see how he goes up against a left-handed Richard Kelly. Generally, the ball will be expected to spin away from him. Not known for having a dusra or a carom ball. He too is going with 5 men on the offside. Richard Kelly, a very, very, very strong slug sweeper. Breeze now brewing across from left to right. Striking this one, it's going to be 4 without a man moving. Richard Kelly off the mark there with his first boundary. A couple of years ago, just a bit more than a couple, he had hopes for a West Indies team, Richard Kelly, especially with the turn of 2020 cricket. He is known as a very powerful striker of the cricket ball, but injury after injury keeping him out of Trinidad and Tobago's team now. Coming again is the Ryan, trying to get this one over long on, but when he manages to find the man at short fine leg, just one there. Striking this one straight back over the bowler head for his first six over the side screen. Richard Kelly flexing his muscles a bit there. Already onto 11 after 3 deliveries. Remember, he's chasing 25 for victory. Now seeing the Ryan made 30, but 2 wickets falling, resulting in 6 runs penalty. The again, he may want to bowl a faster one or something here at Kelly. This one faster but short and pulling that one away, just a single, however, down to the man at long on. So halfway there already is Richard Kelly after 4 deliveries, 8 left. The pace he's moving at, he would not be facing 8 deliveries. Here's the Ryan coming again. Kelly slashing at this one is going to be looking for 2 as the man from deep extra cover coming in, but Richard Kelly slipping, and the bubble there by the fielder allowing him to come back for the second. So he's on to 14 now after 5 deliveries. 11 more required for victory. Ryan coming in again, short, and Kelly playing early but getting it there to the man at deep backward square, and another bubble. A lot of bubbles going on out there. But a good throw. So 15 at the end of 1. Let's see what happens in his second over. Getting ready for the start of the second over here. The Ryan getting 15 runs in that first, well, allowing 15 runs in that first. He'll be hoping for at least a wicket or 2, or maybe all 3. You're allowed 3 wickets maximum. Because Kelly seems like a man who'll be making easy work of this 25-run total. Oh, that's a mighty one. That's a big 6 from Richard Kelly. That one's going a long way into the practice field there for Richard Kelly, where they play their rugby. So that brings him on to 21. That's a very great big 6. It's wind aided, but that's a huge one. The Ryan, he's trying to push it through, but it's not working as he's dropping it too short. Very wary of Kelly's trying straight down the ground and on the slug sweep, but overcompensating and dropping it way too short there on that occasion. Over the lights, even with the wind, onto the other field there. 6 more, and just 4 more required for victory. So unless the Ryan is able to get a wicket or 2 or all 3 here in succession, Richard Kelly will be coming away victorious. Don't see him allowing too many dot balls. Trying to cut that one slower. Well done changing his pace there by the Ryan. Just a bit from our point of view, not getting much grip, not getting much spin off the wicket there. Just going straight on to Kelly. Again, looping this one, and Kelly looking for the big hit. This is going to be splitting 2 fielders. No, it's not. It's going over the boundary. 6 more. Victory for Richard Kelly. That's what we came to see. We came to see the big hits, the boundaries, and Richard Kelly providing 3 sixes in his 9 deliveries faced there, making easy work of Deon Narang's 25 runs. As we move on to the third matchup between Kyron Pollard and Michael Brown. Kyron Pollard, of course, of Trinidad and Tobago, and Michael Brown of Grenada. So do stay tuned for the third matchup in this Caribbean Single Wicket Championship here in UWI St. Augustine. Welcome back, viewers, as now we're having the first of the real big boys here, Kyron Pollard versus Michael Brown of Grenada. If you're looking at the names on paper, Kyron Pollard, a world-class striker of the ball, one of the better 2020 cricketers in the world. I think he'd be the favorite. Michael Brown, coming out of Grenada, relative unknown by West Indian circles, but let's see what he can do here today against Kyron Pollard. Can he pull off an upset? We've seen upsets in the past in the Caribbean Single Wicket Tournament. Pollard, not the quickest bowler in the world. With his height, he can exploit some bonks out of this UWI spec wicket. It's going to be, I'm quite certain he isn't going to be pushing up the ball. He wouldn't. Here's Pollard coming in. First up, just short of a length. A very good length here from Pollard. That's the kind of length you like to bowl. Not allowing the batsman really to get on the front foot and hit over your head. Here's Pollard coming in again. Pollard again. That's just a single for Brown there. He's getting off the mark against. Just one for Brown. Thus far after the first two deliveries. Pollard again coming in to Brown. This again, Brown striking this one down to the man at long on. It should be just one. That young man there, long on, seems to have a very good arm, throwing it with the left hand, very much on target. Some good power as well. Now Pollard having the men, 5 men on the boundary on the onside, so I'm guessing he's going to be going a bit short here to Brown. He has to be very careful because the wind is blowing from left to right of your screen, so that's how he goes. Oh, that's a wide there from Pollard. Don't know what he tried there on that one, but that one seemed to have gotten away. But Brian Christmas, the wicketkeeper, doing a good job of diving and holding on to that one. National youth player is Brian Christmas. Pollard coming in again here. Swinging away. This is going to be caught by the man at short. Third man there. Very good work by Pollard. So he's being back down to 1 there by Michael Brown. He needs to do much better than this if he's going against Kieran Pollard. Just 1 run after 5 deliveries. Pollard coming in again. Swinging and missing there is Brown. So after the first over, just 1 run for Michael Brown. Pollard very much accustomed to bowling and bowl at batsmen who will be attacking him. It's Pollard coming in now. Swinging. This one is going to be struck in the air. Fielder coming in. He will be able to get there. No, bouncing just in front of him. Maybe if Kieran Pollard was out there, he would have been able to get onto that one. He's very quick across the outfield, but he's doing any fielding today, batting and bowling strictly. So Michael Brown moving on to 2 after 7 deliveries. Of course, he lost 1 wicket. Pollard again. Swinging and missing there by Brown. Coming in again, here's Pollard. Swinging. Oh, that's going to be caught. Poor wicket keeping there by Brian Christmas and not being able to hold on to that one on the boundary. There's a man at fine legs. So that could have been easily been a -1 for Michael Brown, but instead he moves on to 6. Christmas there, not the most athletic of players, at least judging by his build. And he wasn't able to get around and get a glove onto that one. Actually got his glove onto it, not being able to hold onto it. So it's 4. Moving on to 6 now is Brown, striking this one while the man at short mid-wicket looking for 2. On a deep mid-wicket coming in and not being able to hold onto that one on the bobble, but should have been able to capitalize, but poor communication there between Brown and his runner. Moving on to 7 now is Michael Brown. Striking this one in the air now. We're going to be caught. Yes, it is. He's trying to pull out. He's trying to pull out. Oh, it would have been great. It would have been a great pull out there. Giving his best impersonation of Kieran Pollard. He was trying his best, but wasn't able to do it. Getting an appreciative round of applause from Pollard nonetheless. Almost the catch of the tournament. So coming off the body of Brown, Jabari Mills from South Trinidad, not Jeremy Salazano as said by the house announcer. And that's the end of the Pollard's and Brown's 2 overs. That's 14 runs by Brown. A 4 and a 6 for him. So Pollard is going to be set 15 runs for victory. Let's see what Kieran Pollard can do in his turn at the crease against Michael Brown. As Kieran Pollard makes his way to the wicket, requiring 15 runs for victory here against Michael Brown. Michael Brown will be hoping that he can probably get a wicket or 2 against Kieran Pollard here. Knowing Kieran Pollard and the way he loves the limelight, Pollard may defend the first over and then attack in the second. I don't think he'll take such a risk, however. He'd like to get his eye open early. Judging by Brown's feel, he's going to be bowling spin here against Kieran Pollard. The men at fine leg and third man are up in the circle. the backward point. Deep extra cover and a long off on the offside and the boundary, and the man on the boundary on the onside. Deep backward square, deep in the wicket, and a long one. So let's see Brown to Pollard. You can see some fireworks here. Oh, that's easy off break there, but not pitching it up, not bringing it into Pollard's zone as he gets off the mark with a single. So that's 1 off 1, 11 deliveries, 14 runs required. Brown again, short delivery here, struck by to the fielder there, and a very good catch. So now Pollard is in the negative. So he's a -2. First batsman today we are seeing in the negative. On this one, Pollard missing it completely. How did that not hit the wicket? Here's Brown again, coming in with his easy off break, and Pollard swinging and missing, but a wide. So that's going to be, it's going to bring Pollard onto 0. So Pollard is yet to get off the mark. Struck back straight. Oh, don't put your hand there, Michael Brown, as this one struck all the way back for 4. Fielders laughing at the sheer power of that strike. Don't put your hand there, Michael Brown. You may not get it back. And that's Pollard's first boundary, bringing him on to 4. Sprung again into Pollard. Oh, this is a mighty hit. This is huge. Over the pavilion here, the UE Spec. Clean over. Big hit from Pollard. 10 runs. Umpire almost signaling for another ball there. That was a very big hit from Pollard. Not the first time in his career you've heard that. Certainly won't be the last. So Pollard just needed one more 6 of victory. Be mindful of the fact, however, that Brown has taken a wicket, so Pollard has 2 remaining. It's Brown again. Full toss, 6 runs, victory for Pollard. You can't bowl that to Kieran Pollard. Easily flicked over the backward scare, and Pollard winning there after a brief hiccup to start, where he was actually in negative very early on, but a 4 and 2 sixes, ending it quite easily in his favor as we move on to the other matchup, the 4th matchup, after picking and choosing the fielders and where he wants them. You may be familiar with some of these young lads, all of Trinidad and Tobago, in different youth setups. Simmons over the wicket this time and struck straight up in the air. And this one will be, is it going to be catch? Is it going to be catch? Yes, it is. No, not. It's over the boundary and 6. So Thomas there to start the over with a 6, his first of the game of his in the game here. Swinging again, looking for another 6 there, but not to be, as going straight past him for a dot ball. 14 after his first 8 deliveries. Someone's in again here. Coming off the leg, it seems, of Thomas. And he began just to 1. We'll wait to see if there's a leg by or a run there. Leg by signal by the umpire. That's umpire Garfield Hodge. Oh, short ball and given the treatment there by Devon Thomas. 6 runs, so his second 6 today, giving him a score of 21. Then now Simmons will have a bit of batting to do. Simmons in again. Swinging and trying to put his everything into it. We saw that in the CPL with Devon Thomas. Sometimes he's very guilty of over-swinging. That happened just right there. 1 ball left, a score of 21. He'd like to see 27. Highest score we've seen today is 25. Struck powerfully, but it's going to be catch, is it? Yes, it is a very good catch just on the boundary. A very good catch just on the boundary. We've seen some good catches and good fielding on the boundary by these young lads today. So instead of going on to 27, Thomas finishes with just 18 runs. Not very hard for Lennell Simmons. We'll see how it goes in his turn at the crease. Now we're here with Devon Thomas with the ball. Simmons at the crease. The fifth matchup here. Second for Thomas. He has to win if he intends to stay alive in the tournament. He already lost in his first matchup to Marlon Richards. Lendl Simmons fresh off of impeccable form at the IPL. Devon Thomas was wayward in his defense of his 8 runs he made in his first time around. Just 8. This time he made 18. He was on 21 until he was caught on the boundary of his last delivery. Simmons required 19 to win. A favorite here today as Thomas comes in his first delivery. Simmons striking it straight back. Pass him down to the man. Long on for 1. How accustomed had the Mumbai Indians grown up seeing Simmons striking the ball like that. Some say Simmons should be in the current West Indian fold in their test lineup actually. Single wicket cricket as Simmons, a wide delivery here from Thomas. A wide accounting for 2 runs. And a no. It's not going to be bowled over. So it's 3 after 2 legal deliveries. Really short delivery there. Surprising Simmons a bit, and it's a wide there by the umpire. So that's 5 after 3. Coming again is Thomas. Struck there. Oh, beautiful strike. Will the fielder get there? Can he get there? He's trying this. Oh, he could have pulled out a dive. Wasn't able to get there, and it's a 4. Simmons moving on to 9 there after 4 deliveries, so he requires another 10 to victory in 8 balls remaining. Devon Thomas again, coming into Simmons. Simmons striking this one, same direction, straight to the man actually at short cover and not being able to pick it up effectively as Thomas is a bit upset with that one. His chance at $8,000 US, cash dollars. Devon Thomas again at Simmons. Simmons striking this one. It's going to be, oh, poor feeling there. He had a choice to make. Either he'd try to get in there and make the catch or get it on the bounce. He seemed to be in 2 minds, and it got past him for 4. And Simmons is on 14 after the first over, needing another 5 for victory. Thomas is not happy with the feeling he's seen here thus far. Devon Thomas. Strike there from Simmons. This is going to be very well fielded there by the young man. The boundary of Jabari. Is he going to be able to get there? He's trying his best, but he isn't able to save it. His best wasn't good enough. And it's 4 more. Simmons requiring just 1 more for victory. We saw Jabari make a Kieran Pollard-esque attempt on the boundary to catch out Michael Brown, but it didn't happen. It was actually off the bowling of Pollard. He really tried his best, but he wasn't able to on that occasion, not being able to keep the ball from going for 4. So just 1 more required for victory here. And it's a short ball, and it struck straight to the man at final leg, and Simmons will be trotting for his single, and that single will be.
So that single, Simmons has won his first game.
His victory, and effectively knocking Devon Thomas out of the tournament. So making the trek from Antigua, not much in it for him, but still you can say that he took part in the tournament. He's a very good talent out of Antigua. He's a quick bowler. He can bat and he can wicket keep. But up next we are going to be seeing Dwayne Smith, the defending champion, versus Richard Kelly, 2 very big strikers of the cricket ball there.
Yes, folks, at this time we'd like to acknowledge
Welcome back, as now it's going to be the defending champion, Dwayne Smith, another player fresh off of major IPL success with the Chennai Super Kings, second in the runs tally. Seemed as if he was Mr. Consistent for Chennai this year. Coming over from Mumbai against Richard Kelly, who has had the highest total of the evening thus far, defeating Narsingh Deonrang earlier. So he is first up Kelly. Smith there working that one to the man, down at 3rd man and making a meal of it. And it's going to be 4 more. It was supposed to be regulatory A regulatory long barrier there. 4 after the first deliveries for Dwayne Smith. And then a nice shot there with his straight to the man, sweeping outside on the offside. Five after 3 for Smith. Against Dwayne Smith or either one of these cricketers are very dangerous batting second. So Smith has to set his mind on 30 upwards if he wants to compete here. He got ready, got in position to slug that one over the onside, but it's wided. So that's going to be 2 more runs to the total. Smith now on 7 after 4 deliveries. It's Kelly coming in again to Smith. Smith, short arm jab. This one is it going to be 6? The wind holding it up, and it's going to be catch. Easily caught there. So it's Smith moving on to 4. Sorry, actually not moving on and moving backwards there. So the first wicket falling there for Dwayne Smith. We all know how he loves to go over that mid-wicket region. He's very, very powerful in that area. Comes in Kelly again and striking this one on the ground now. Fielder not going to be able to get there. Is he? Was he? Yes, he was. Very good work on the boundary there. Very, very good stop there. As Smith being held to just 1. So after the first over, Smith is on just 5. He'll need a big second over here. He will be swinging. As we know, he likes to aim at that mid-wicket area. The wind is blowing strong across the field in the mid-wicket region to the right-hander. So he will be looking to go with the wind and maybe pick up a couple of 6s. Didn't get any in that first over. After 7 deliveries, Smith just on 6 runs. He needs some boundaries here. And a very good ball there from Kelly. Getting just 1 as Smith. So Smith will be worrying a bit here now. He's just got 4 balls left and he's only on 7 runs. He's a defending champion, remember viewers. And this the Caribbean SingleWicket Championship. Yeah, they say we crown the best all-rounder in the Caribbean. Unfortunately this year, all-rounders such as Darren Sammy, Andre Russell, Kevon Cooper not being able to take part either due to responsibilities elsewhere, or as in Cooper's case, he's injured. Being replaced by Imran Khan as Kelly's coming in again. And that's a mighty hit. He didn't middle it as he would have liked, but it's a clear 6 here for Smith. So if Smith is hitting it that far and it clearly didn't come off the middle, imagine where it would have gone if he got it off of the middle of the bat. His first 6 bringing him on to 13 runs is Dwayne Smith. SingleWicket cricket here at the Sir Frank Royal Ground in beautiful UE Specs in Augusta in Trinidad. Let's see how Kelly responds after receiving his first 6. A slash there is going to be straight to the man there. Oh, the man and third man catching Jabari again in the fold. So Smith losing his 2nd wicket now on 10. So Smith has to be very wary here. He's in a position where he may find himself as the first person to lose all 3 of his wickets. Just 10 thus far for Dwayne Smith with 2 balls left. He'll be hoping that he can get at least 2 6s against Richard Kelly. 10 is surely not enough. And that one is struck straight back at Kelly. Says 1 delivery left and just 10 runs. Can Kelly be the man to pull out some upsets here this evening? Shouldn't be any shocker if he does well, because he's a player. He was at one point one of the better all-rounders in Trinidad and Tobago. especially when it came to the shorter formats of the game. Displaying that here this evening. And then weird choice here for Kelly. Bringing the man from deep backward square with just one ball left. And send the man who is there into a sweeping cover position. And that one is struck into the air, but not middling it again is Smith. And that one's just a single. And his throw there a bit too strong, so it's going to be 2 actually. So finishing his 2 overs with just 12 runs for Dwayne Smith. So he really has to bowl to the best of his ability. Richard Kelly is a batsman who likes it up. He likes to go over the deep backward square, over the deep mid-wicket boundaries. And if Smith is bringing it up too much, he will really enjoy a chance with a slug sweep. So we'll see exactly how Smith attacks him with the ball and exactly what direction Kelly goes with the bat. So the return here, Richard Kelly requiring 13 for victory. Richard Kelly, I'm sure he'd like to have 2 strikes of the cricket ball and put himself in a position to win immediately. Dwayne Smith, medium pace. He's bowled at the international level. He also bowled quite a lot for Chennai this year in the IPL. So he's been quite accustomed to bowling in conditions where bowlers would be looking to attack him. Batsman, sorry. Let's see how he goes to Kelly here. This one is full pitch. Kelly driving in and off the edge and going down to the man, a third man for 1. Smith and again to Kelly. Full again and again down to the man, a third man, but that one fine. 2 fine, it's going to be 4. So moving on to 5 off the 2 deliveries is Richard Kelly. Smith has a very tall ask here if he hopes to win this one against Kelly. Of course, he's in defense of his title. The first winner coming in 2009, Lendl Simmons. He already defeated Devon Thomas in his first matchup. This time Smith is up against Kelly. He won last year right here at the Sir Frank Royal facility. Dropping that one a bit short and unlucky there for the wicketkeeper who was going the other way, and it actually went off the tie to his left, and there's 4 more there. When it's a leg by, 4 leg buys, so it's 9 now for Kelly. Just another boundary required for victory. Very quiet here in New Year. Smith is pitching this one up on the legs of Kelly, and man, that short mid-wicket there, not being able to stop the single. There's 3 more required for victory from Kelly. Kelly just working in there off his legs for another single. Moving on to 11. Still another delivery left in this over, so Kelly may be the first person to win in the first over. This one is struck there. Cinnamon sweeping on the offside, so it's just 1 again. Brings to an end the first over, but the scores are now leveled. Smith now again in a position where he'll be hoping to get a couple wickets. It's really the only thing that can save him now. Kelly just needing a single for victory. We've yet to see anyone being bowled out losing all 3 of their wickets. Smith bringing in the fielder, more attacking fielder. Just a single needed for victory here now for Richard Kelly. He'll be looking for the big hitter, I'm sure, as he's going up in the air. That should be the keeper's call. It's actually going to the man, and will he catch it? Will he catch it? Yes, he does! Holding on to it as Smith punches the air. So that's 3 penalty runs. Kelly now goes down to 9. 5 deliveries left. Smith punching the air. He's still believing. He's believing that he can win this one against all odds. Kelly just needs a boundary. Is he going to keep his field in? Smith still attacking, keeping the field in. Only men on the boundary are at fine leg and third man. Pitching that one up, looking for the single. Diving there, but not being able to stop it. So it's 1 run added on. Back on to 10 is Richard Kelly. Kelly not as dominant as he was against Nassim Duonarang with the bat. Just the one boundary off the bat and the other coming by way of leg buys. Against Duonarang, he had 3 sixes. So far, the most sixes by anyone in a single match. Kelly swinging and missing there. Pressure building. 3 runs needed for victory. 3 balls remaining. Can Smith pull it off? Can Dwayne Smith pull this one off? Kelly just needed 1 run for victory. He went for the big hit and ended up losing his wicket. He's pulling again. And similar. Is it going to be similar? Keeper coming there. Very good catch by the keeper. Very, very good catch by the keeper. And Richard Kelly now. Is he falling on himself? Richard Kelly. 5 runs required for victory. 6 runs needed from 2 deliveries. This is what cricket, single wicket cricket is about. Dwayne Smith believed in himself. Richard Kelly losing his 2 wickets in similar fashion. Let's see what Smith does here now. Striking it is going to be, is it going to be 1? Is it going to be 1? Oh, not throwing it. Smith telling him not to throw. So it's a single. 5 runs needed of 1 delivery. If Smith comes away and pulls away a victory here, it's going to be one of the better victories you've seen and really showing the value of taking wickets in single wicket cricket. Kelly needs a 6. Smith needs to stop him as he's striking it straight back at Smith, feeling his own bowling, and very, very good by Dwayne Smith. Kelly needed just 1 run for victory. Just 1 run for victory Richard Kelly needed, and he wasn't able to pull it off. Sometimes people say that West Indies snatches defeat from the jaws of victory. Just that Richard Kelly did. Richard Kelly just needed 1 run at the start of the second over and wasn't able to pull it off, losing 2 wickets and in the end losing by 4 runs. So what a match-winning victory here for Dwayne Smith, remaining unbeaten from last year. Seemed as if he was going to have his first defeat, but he believed in himself. That was the key thing there, in my opinion. He believed that even though he just needed 1 run for victory, Richard Kelly, that Smith could have still won, and he believed in himself, and he pulled away a miraculous victory, the best one you've seen today, actually. Win for Dwayne Smith. Up next in this matchup as Nathan Stewart, a big, strong, powerful hitter from Tobago, versus Riyad Emirates, who lost his first match. We'll be hopeful that he can come back strong in this one. Umpire says players, Emirates is now coming into balls. Oh, what a mighty hit. What a mighty hit first up from Nathan Stewart. This one is out of here. That's what you come to see when you come to see single wicket cricket. Linked from Riyad Emirates and being given the treatment by the big, strong Tobagonian who first really burst onto the international scene in the CLT20. I believe it was in 2009, 2010. Can't remember the year, but he was in place of Kieran Pollard and he really showed his true worth and true value. His first matchup here, his first delivery, going yard against Emirates. Second ball here. This one is being struck wide down here to the man at deep mid wicket. It's just a single, so moving on to 7 is Nathan Stewart. It was a big 6 to start. Really got a lot of height, not as much distance as one from Dwayne Smith that went a bit further. But the length from Riyad Emirates being treated. And that one, oh, adjusting well there. And it's going to be 6 over, long off the back foot. He actually was going down the leg side, walked back across to the offside and striking that one over the man and long off for a big hit The big Tobago Nathan Stewart quickly moving on to 13, 2 sixes in his first 3 deliveries. Riyad Emirates needs to find an answer. A slower ball or a Yorker may be that answer. Emirates likes to go short. Let's see if he does that this time. A bit shorter, but it's pulled away for 4 more. So it's 17 Nathan Stewart. He may get 40 today. Emirates with every delivery, seeing his chances at qualifying slipping away. Emirates again turning in, about to run in. He needs some wickets here now. This one looking for the Yorker line. This is being instructed him on a short cover. Good work there. Stewart not taking the single. So first dot ball, 17 after 5 balls. Emirates needs a lot more dot balls and hopefully a couple wickets in if he intends to compete against Stewart here, who's just bludgeoning the cricket ball to a part of the field. Very powerful stance. Shorter and even Stewart missing on the swing there. So after the first over, it's 17 for Riyad Emirates. So far, Devon Thomas, the only player not being able to come away with a victory this evening. Riyad Emirates will be hopeful that that remains that way and he can pull off one here. Interestingly enough, he's now setting 5 men on the boundary on the offside, 3 on the boundary on the onside, and the lone man in the circle is the man at fine leg. Emirates is now fixing the man on the offside and actually moving him to an extra cover position. He was at deep extra cover before. Swing and a miss there by Stewart. Seemed to be a bit of a slow ball, probably rolling the fingers over at Emirates, using his experience. Never got that West Indian call-up, but he has immense talent. He's really known for his bowling for Trinidad and Tobago. Exceptional bowler in the shorter formats. This is the shortest format you'd find, single wicket. He needs to be on point in the second over. Here's his second delivery. Stewart looking to put that one away. It is gone. 6 more. .23 now for Stewart. Emirates needs wickets badly. 23 with 4 more balls to go. So far, the highest score we've seen for the evening is 27 by Richard Kelly. Nathan Stewart is 1 swing of the bat away from eclipsing that with 3 balls left. So let's see. That's where we actually saw Dwayne Smith saw 47 in a single, actually in 2 overs. It was the highest score last year. So far, it's 27 with some ways to go. So see if anyone will beat that. Riyad Emirates at home favorite in Trinidad and Tobago. Really the only cricketer we've heard cheers for around the field, but not doing as well as he'd have liked. Into the big strong Tobagonian again. See how Emirates answers back here. Shorter ball and it's struck. It's going to be caught. Is it? Jabari's there. Very good catch. Very good catch by the young man. So the penalty of 3 runs now. Stewart back down to 20 now. Shorter one and again. Oh, really bending his back and getting some pace there. The keeper not being able to hold on the umpire signal in a wide. So it's 5 wides. That didn't seem as if it should have been called a wide. Emirates standing in the middle of the wicket in disbelief on the umpire, the square leg umpire saying it went over his head. From our viewpoint, it certainly didn't seem that way. The umpire, the square leg umpires, signaling it's a wide and being corrected by my scorer. Kadeem Charles, it's actually 6 wides, as a wide is 2, and along with the 4, the keeper not being able to hold onto that one. Really bending his back and bowling that one there was Emirates, but eventually turning into 6, and he has to bowl the ball over. So it's 28 now, 26 now, sorry, for Stewart, who is swinging again and not being able to take a neck, but getting a single in the end. Being able to connect how he would have liked. So it's 27 now for Stewart, with 2 legal deliveries. It's Emirates coming in again. Stewart, no 6s in this over. Sorry, just 1 this over, but a good slower ball there from Emirates, mixing his pace up a bit. Emirates again, he'd be hoping to get a 2nd wicket here. Struck there all along the ground. Jabari coming in. Very good fielding, trusting the field there. And that's that. 28 runs to Nevin Stewart. Emirates really upset with the umpire, the square leg umpire, complaining now that it was not a wide. And I agree with Emirates. Stewart may have made just about 24, 26 or somewhere there about if it wasn't wide, but as it stands, Emirates requires another 29 runs for victory here. He needs 29 if he hopes to stay in this competition. You'll see how he does at his turn at the crease. No, it's Riyad Emirates' turn at the crease. Nevin Stewart, we consider the medium fast bowler, a bit more pace than Riyad Emirates. Probably not the accuracy, or the being very accustomed to bowling in limited over conditions, as Emirates it's been around a bit longer, but Stewart, no stranger, finishing the semi-finals last year. No stranger to single wicket cricket. Pius plays. Stewart is still fixing his field a bit on some man at a deep backward point position to go a bit more backward. He's coming in now to Riyad Emirates. Emirates would need something strong. Very good fielding there. Straight at the fielder is going to be the first run out. The first run of the day. Very good fielding. Looks like Akil Cooper doing the fielding there. Diving and getting it straight into the arms. And Riyad Emirates, the worst possible start. First ball being run out there. So, you know, he's on a -3. His day really hasn't been very good. It's actually not Akil Cooper, but his brother Celeste Cooper. Emirates striking this one. This one's a 4. This one is straight back past the bowler ahead. And it's 4. So Emirates now moving on to 1. Again, this one pitched up, is straight down to the man, a long on. Just a single now for Emirates. So we saw the first run out on the first delivery here. Emirates now moving on to 2 after 3 deliveries. Needs some 6s. He allowed 17 runs in his first over. This one, a dot ball there. This one is full there, full Yorker. It's a Yorker outside the off, I'm sorry. As now we're seeing some of the West Indian players, of course, West Indies in Trinidad and Tobago here for the second match, the second test match against New Zealand. Jason Holden now walking in. We saw Shannon Gabriel earlier. Expect to see most of the West Indian team here this evening, maybe some of the New Zealanders as well. Jason Holder, of course, teammates with Riyad Emirates last year in the CPL in the Barbados Tridents team. It's a full ball and it's going to be, oh, not out there. No, it's short actually. A shot of catch him from Nevin Stewart, but opting not to. And at the end of the first over, Emerton just 4, needing another 25 for victory. So he needs some boundaries, needs some 6s in this one, and not to lose any wickets. Nevin Stewart trying to get his field correct here as he's moving the man from the short cover position and into the onside. Actually, he's going against it. He's going to bring up his flying leg here now, so not expecting to give him anything. He's really taking his time here to get his field correct. Isn't even Stewart. So, oh, what a mighty hit! What a mighty hit from Riyad Emrit. That's what we're looking for from Emrit. Flexing his muscles. Who knew he had that in him? The fielders are shouting in support, but what a mighty hit from Riyad Emrit after taking so long to set his field. Nathan Stewart not being able to do anything with that one, but watch it fly out of here. That may be, after Kieran Pollard's hit, that's one of the biggest of the day. Can Riyad Emrit pull off a miraculous victory here? He needs it if he's going to continue on. This one struck straight past bowler Jabari, chasing it. Can he get there? Yes, he go. What a very good feeling. Very good feeling by this young man. He deserves a prize. What a miraculous piece of feeling there. Very good timing. Just two. His name is being known. Shorter ball struck back there. Down to the man along off. It should be just one. Emrit now needing 18 for victory, so he needs 3 sixes here if he's going to win. Correction there. "16 runs required from 3 deliveries. Sorry, not 18, but 16. That one, dot ball, so that means victory for Nathan Stewart if he can just bowl 2 legal deliveries, no matter what Riyad Emrit does now. As long as Nathan Stewart keeps his head on and bowls his legal deliveries, there will not be any chance of him going on here. So tough luck for Riyad Emrit. But it's not over until that last ball is bowled. Stewart comes in again. Can Emrit get a boundary? It's going to be struck firmly there, but the man at long off should be able to get around and hold on to it, and that he does. So just a single. God, what's that message, bro?
One ball remaining.
It's the last delivery coming in here. Emrit striking that one down to the man at it. Man at cover picking up that one, and Nathan Stewart coming away victorious. So that's it for Riyad Emrit here in this edition of the Caribbean Single Wicket Tournament, as Nathan Stewart is knocking him out. Nathan Stewart showing his power and his value, giving his fielders a round of applause. Riyad Emrit just not powerful enough with the bat and not effective enough with the ball. The next matchup, Lendell Simmons versus Marlon Richards. So here we're going to be seeing Lendell Simmons versus Marlon Richards. Both these players are going to be moving on to the other round. Lendell Simmons, the winner of this one, will move on to the semi-final. Sorry, as this one shot, struck away by Simmons. 4 more. First ball, Simmons not making any mistakes there. Whipping it away. 4 runs. Marlon Richards, you're going to have a tall ass scale. Lendell Simmons is one of the better batters in this tournament. One of the better batters in the Caribbean as well. So we shall see what Richards will be able to do here against him. And again, is Richards struck there down to the man at a sweeping cover position. Is going to be a strong throw in and an overthrow. These young men, some powerful arms. So that's 2 more for Simmons. After the first 2 deliveries, he's on 6. In again to Simmons as he's whipping this one over. The umpire's head is going to be moving. Just one there. Seven after 3 deliveries. So Richards in again to Simmons. Striking this one straight past the bowler. Is Jabari going to be able to get there? Very good feeling by this young man all game long. We've been using the term bubble a lot, not with Jabari. In a very hot position as that, so he's been staying there alone, the long on and long off positions expecting to be getting a lot of work in cricket such as this. Richards again. This one full and struck down the ground to the man at long off. Testament to the type of willow Lennell Simmons is using. Not really getting much meat onto it, but is actually racing to the outfield. A pretty good outfield here at the UE Spec facilities. Sir Frank Worrell Field in the UE St. Augustine. Richards, top of his mark, is coming in now. Medium pace into Simmons and it's struck. It's going to be 6 more. Simmons is first 6th against Richards here. And that's bringing an end to the over. 15 after the first over. Very good first over there for Lennell Simmons. Richards now coming from the spec end. The UE spec end is going to be looking to limit Simmons as best as he can in this over. Simmons making 15 in the first, not losing any wickets. Sure he'd like to maximize on this one. This one slashed away, going to be down to the man at third man, just for one. Slipping there, but Simmons was trotting. Coming in again here. This one's full and wide, and it's going to be just the one. It could have been 2 there. Getting a full toss. He's aiming for the full york, the york outside the off stump, but there's a low full toss.
More 6s in an inning. Also prize for the fastest dismissal. That's the fastest dismissal for batsman. So bonus prize.
Again, full ball outside the off stump, and it's going to be another single there. So Simmons not being able to make the most out of those full deliveries outside the off stump. Being effective for Marlon Richards, not getting any wickets, but singles in this type of cricket, it's almost as good. Simmons trying to get the swing here, short into the umpire for an LBW. No LBW is being seen thus far today, but it's a dot ball nonetheless.
Simmons is on 18.
Simmons on 18 after 10 deliveries. Has two more remaining. Can he get a boundary? Yet to have one in this second over. Very good second over thus far from Marlon Richards. Simmons would swinging with his all and being wided for it there. And will he get the single? Will he get the single? Yes, he does. So going to be 3 wides. The wide is 2 plus that single. That's 3 runs. And he has to bowl it over again. It's his second over, so you have to bowl over your wide. Simmons going for the big hit here with the wind, and that's going to be 6 more. So it's his second 6. There's one more delivery left of Simmons. 27. So far, the highest today is 28, scored by Nevin Stewart. Can Simmons better that and really make things tough on Marlon Richards? Coming completely across the stumps, and that should be not out. Step away outside his off stump there. Simmons, and it's going to be 28. So tied for the highest score on the evening is Simmons and Evan Stewart at the end of his 2 overs, making 28 runs.
So he ends his innings on 28. That's Lendl Simmons.
So let's see how Marlon Richards will reply after 28 runs for Lendl Simmons.
Going to bat in an effort to make 29 runs. Remember, we have food on sale.
Now it's Marlon Richards' turn at the crease. He's chasing 29 for victory. No one has been able to make 29 tonight, so it'll be the first time someone does, if he can, come away victorious here tonight. Lendl Simmons with the ball. Simmons spinning the ball in his hand almost to say it's going to be bowling spin. He's a bit quicker than that. The keeper's distance signals that he's not going to be bowling any spin. Medium pace as usual. Just a bit short and sliced off there, and it's draw. It's caught. It's caught. So in a negative is Marlon Richards losing a wicket of the first delivery.
This batsman into minus before he can get into first. 3 runs deducted for.
Coming again here is Lendl Simmons worked away into the onside. This should be 4. Quick UE spec outfield here. No, it's holding up. So just 2. It should have been 3. But just 2 there. So now he's on to -1.
Then we got Ramsing Sports World, Caribbean Airlines. And
Still positive.
Oh, that should have been at least an attempt there. This one is not being fielded by the man a long off, coming around to his left, and it's going to be 3 runs now for Marlon Richards. Moving out of the negative back into the plus. Lendl Simmons here. The winner in 2009, the inaugural champion, SingleWicket championship in the Caribbean, and one taking place in Tobago. Slower ball there, struck to the man at a deep extra cover position, rather straight as well, setting him up nicely is Lendl Simmons, giving Marlon Richards a bit of a look to say, I got you, I know you're going to strike. Someone is struck to the man at short extra cover, no run.
good tight bowling. Limits Richards to 4 runs.
Someone is struck in the direction of the man at long on, and it's caught. Is this young man called Jabari? He's catching and holding on to everything. And at the end of his first over, Marlon Richards already losing 2 of his wickets already. Simmons is telling Jabari to move from long on to long on.
This is a novelty of SingleWicket cricket.
Just 1 run, needing another 28 for victory. Marlon Richards may be on the losing end of the biggest defeat here this evening. No one has lost all 3 of their wickets. Hearing a bit of supporters there. So the Simmons supporters in the stands.
As he moves towards semi-final place.
Simmons right arm around the wicket. Here to Richards. Richards trying to work that one. It's going to be a wide, so that's going to be 2. I don't want to the total. This one again looking for the swing there. See him come off his legs. Simmons again coming in. This one's a big hit. A high hit. A high hit, and it's going to be 6. Doing the merengue with the bungee rope. In, out, and back out. But it went over there for 6. So the first 6 for Marlon Richards. And again, here's Lennell Simmons looking for a 6 again, but this may be his 3rd wicket. This may be his 3rd wicket. Can he make a good catch? No, he not. Poorly judged. Two more to Marlon Richards' total. 11 moves on to, lost 2 wickets. 18 from 3 deliveries. That's not going to help. It's going to be 4. Got a full toss, but he wasn't able to give it the treatment he'd have liked. It's a boundary nonetheless. If Simmons bowls a wide or a no ball. Simmons in again, right arm around. Maybe we're going a bit slower here. And it's a great effect as Richards, threw everything, including kitchen sink at that one, but wasn't able to connect. I think he was aiming somewhere towards the Pialco International Airport with that swing. Simmons in again here. Another big heave, but coming off his body. Not doing anything. And that's it for Marlon Richards. Simmons is into the semi-finals with his 2nd victory here this evening. So 1 player into the semis already. Lennell Simmons making light work of Marlon Richards. Moving on to the semi-finals here. About ready to get match number 10 on the way here as Narcy and Deonarang will be going up against Dwayne Smith. Deonarang we saw bowling some off break earlier, but he was really flat, really short against Richard Kelly and got the treatment when he missed his length. Smith will do the very same as he's going striking this one very hard, but straight down to the man at a long off. No run. Deonarang in again. Smith, big heave there, but not being able to get anything on to it. Is going to be looking for the not out. Should be a leg by, yes, leg by signal there by umpire Singh. Two deliveries, 2 runs for Smith thus far. Known for his power. His victory against Richard Kelly is one of the best you'd probably see in this type of cricket, as this one is going to be down to the man at mid-wicket, and it's going to be 2. Didn't see where it went. It's stuck in his legs. Keeper Brian Christmas not being able to hold on to it, but the man backing up there. Smith with 4 after his first 3 deliveries. Short one, 6 more. You can't drop short to Dwayne Smith, or else he's going to put you out of the Sir Frank Royal Field. We saw what Smith did against Richard Kelly. He didn't do very well with the bat, making just 12 runs. Kelly made 12 in his first over. Smith made 47 once last year and made 47 in another inning. So he's very potent when batting first. When he batted first against Richard Kelly, however, making just 12. But after the first over, Kelly needed just 1 run to win, and somehow, some way, lost it. Dean Ryan comes in again. Smith looking for the big heave here. Brian Christmas looking for the stump out, but it's not out. Smith on 10 after his first 5 deliveries. Deonarang pitching up, and this one is going to be struck. It's going to be caught. No, it's not. It's just short of the man there. Just the one. Very good fielding, and a poor throw there resulting in an extra run. Another throw here. This could be another run for Smith. So it's 3 runs there, which and it really should have been 1. Good fielding by the outfielder, but the poor throw resulting in an overthrow there. And after the first over, Smith on 13. If Smith wins this one, he goes straight through to the semi-final after defeating Richard Kelly.
Second over.
You're doing the wrong work, though.
And Dion Orang
You should be a detective because I didn't know even though you know I missing from.
swing there resulted in just a single.
But Mike didn't explain, oh, Jesus Christ, I will leave it and go. I think I'm not watching cricket and
Ambles a single.
Smith moving on to 14 after seven deliveries. Swing and a miss and clean ball there. Completely deceived by the lack of pace there by Dion Orang. And Smith losing his first wicket. That's 11 now for Smith. Will he need another miraculous bowling performance to bring this one back?
First dismissal.
The keeper seeing him as if he couldn't find the bail there, eventually finding it now.
3 runs deducted with each dismissal.
Dion Orang will be coming in again to Smith. This one is going to be full and it's going to be given the treatment. 6 more. You bowled so well that ball before, and to bowl
Has just slapped that one for 6
to bowl such a full delivery.
to 7.
6 more there by Smith. There's a flat and a hard hitched ball there. Off break bowler with a knee high full toss just outside the off stump is going to be treated by any one of these cricketers here tonight. Dion Orang coming in again. And Smith looking for the slug sweep is high in the air. It's going to be going with the wind, and 6 more.
That is gone. Second 6. Wayne Smith now goes
Smith on to 23 now.
1 to 3. 2 balls left in the over. So 23.
Another 6 here for Smith for short delivery, and he's the type of player that can pounce on any form
Super Kings man, the Sussex man, the Barbados, Tridents man. As it,
of short pitch bowling. And now Smith moving on to 29, the highest score this evening. Thus far, he's a man who's known for making the highest scores in this tournament. Last year, he made 47 as the highest, and 46 as well. Remember, that's in just 2 overs, and this one isn't over just quite yet. And it's going to be another one. So that's 4 sixes in a row for Smith as he finishes with a score of 35, the highest this evening. Now saying Dion Orang is going to be having a really tough go if he hopes to come away victorious here. He needs to have 36 to win. 18 runs and over in his 2 overs. Smith, after scoring just 12 in his first time, he's now making 35 the second go around. And Dion Orang is going to have a tall ask if he hopes to win this one. Here's Dwayne Smith's turn at the ball. This is being struck there outside the man. That's a single here for Dion Orang.
only calling New York for the weekend, you know, she's going back, so I'll continue taking the mark.
One there needs some boundaries is Dion Orang. Short ball and Dion Orang completely being fooled by that one. Dion Orang not expecting a bouncer there from Smith's face, but he bends his back enough he can surprise a batsman or two. He's pitching that one up. Very well pitched there. Full delivery. Smith coming in again. Short ball struck there. You can see the stroke player that Dion Orang is, not really the big bludgeoner of the ball that Dwayne Smith, Kieran Pollard, or Christopher Barnwell is. It's 3 balls, 3 runs for Dion Orang. He requires another 33 runs from 9 deliveries, so he needs to get those 6s going. Smith finished his innings with 4 consecutive sixes. Deanna Ryan needs just that if he intends to come out victorious here. 4 balls, 4 runs. 32 needed off of 8. Smith in again. And Deanna Ryan just not being able to get it away. He's not that type of hitter. This game really isn't suited for single wicket cricket. At the end of the over, he's just coming with 5 runs in it. Vishal Koh's scorekeeper actually saying he's on 4. 32 needed in the 1 over. And this one struck past Smith. Will he get 4? Will he get his first boundary? Very good work on the field. So just 2 there for Deanna Ryan. He needs 5 sixes here. Can he get 1? Clean bowled. Deanna Ryan, no chance at victory here unless some form of a miracle happens, but it's really not going to happen, as Smith will be moving on to the semi-final in an attempt to defend his title. Smith in again, taking a shorter run as Deanna Ryan is swinging there. Yet to get a boundary. Smith bang on target. Lots of practice, lots of playing in the IPL, bowling in the IPL as well. Maybe not a frontline bowler, but when you need him in a part-time scenarios, that'll be left alone and no wide there. So a leave alone in a single wicket competition, not something you'd see very often, but Deanna Ryan maybe auditioning for the test team. Some may think that he should be there as he's stroking this one straight. It really looks as if he's auditioning for the test team. Stroking it straight to the man at point. Smith looks like he's going to be getting a bit of spin here, off break, trying to do some Deanna Ryan, but he's going to be getting his 2nd wicket, so the spin doing it. And that is it for Narsingh Deanna Ryan. He'll be going home, losing both his matchups. And making the lowest score today, just 1 run, as we see the by far the biggest margin of victory. Dwayne Smith winning here by 34 runs. So Smith joining Lendell Simmons into the semi-finals. The 2 winners, Simmons and Dwayne Smith, are into the semi-finals. Pollard versus Imran Khan is up next. Pollard will be bowling first. So it's going as expected so far. 2 big players in Smith and Simmons making it to the semi-finals. Pollard needs a win against Khan in order to make it to the semi-finals. So we'll see how that goes. It's time to see Kieran Pollard's second matchup here. This time he's going against Imran Khan. We just saw a complete bludgeoning by Dwayne Smith. Let's see what Pollard does here. First ball. Imran Khan playing defensively. We thought Narsingh Deanna Ryan was trying for the test team, but Imran Khan may be doing the same. Pollard bang on target, but Khan playing defensively straight back at him. He needs to know that if you're going at Pollard, you need to go with all guns blazing. Full ball struck just over his head. It's going to be 1. Should be 1. Khan possibly looking for a place in the team as he saw Jermaine Blackwood and Leon Johnson getting called up. Pollard in again. This one slashing there outside the off stump, looking for some aggression there, but just the 1 down to the man, sweeping on the cover boundary. Pollard now going for his fourth delivery. Swung, struck straight back at the stumps there. The umpire having to do a bit of Latin to get out of the way there, dancing his way out, but struck straight back at the stumps, unfortunately for Khan, because it was struck with some serious power. The fourth delivery is just 3 runs thus far for Imran Khan. Umpire Singh having to get away with that one. Pollard coming in again. Nice hit there from Khan, but it's going to be just one. I thought it was a bit straighter, but struck towards the man along on the boundary. So, shot here by Khan again, but it's straight to the man long off this time. So he'll be able to just get 5 runs off his first over. We'll need another 20 at least against Kieran Pollard. Kieran Pollard actually choosing his fielders where he'd like them to play. He's played with and against some of these young men. All of these young men play in Trinidad and Tobago's Premiership division. Pollard, of course, with Queen's Park. Pollard now into bold. Same run Khan swinging, going down to backward square, finding the man. So it's just going to be one. One thing I must say, these young men are showing some powerful arms. Seemingly every throw from the boundary is on point. We've seen some misfeeds, some bubbles, a couple of drop catches. Simmons dropping the easiest of them all, but not that much drop catches really. But the throws have been very good from these young men. But in again, clean bowling, Imran Khan. So Khan back on just 3 after 8 deliveries. Khan desperately needs some boundaries. Pollard coming in again. Full ball here and a very poor shot there by Khan, just resulting in, it's actually going to be 2, is it? Throw there by into Pollard, and he's been able to hold on to it. So just 2 there. You need to take the best of those chances. Khan moving on to 5. You get a full toss, you need to put it away, Imran Khan. Just 3 deliveries left. Pollard in again. And again, Khan, not sure if he was in 2 more balls, just 3 runs. That one will be wide. Pollard upset with himself for that one. Imran Khan on to 7 now. It's Pollard in. That one another wide, so wide's now helping Imran Khan. Pollard really upset with himself. He too has been bowling a lot in the IPL. If you bowl 3 consecutive wides, there's a penalty of 10 runs added to the batsman. Pollard is now smiling. He's going to bowl a short ball. He didn't do anything with that one. Thought for a second there, he's trying to go a bit of shilling for us. And now Khan moving it away. The keeper trying to catch the bail but missing it. Another dead ball. So a bit of fun being had there by these 2 Trinidadians, Imran Khan and Kieran Pollard. Pollard coming in again to Khan. And edging that one, the man at third man. Seemingly he was sleeping. Is at a short third man. It's going to be 4. So moving on to 13 now is Khan. Those 2 wides costing him. Still another delivery left.
1 ball left. Imran Khan is on 13.
Umpire Hudge now telling Pollard about his field that you need to have at least 2 men inside the power play circle. Pollard in again. Yorker there, but digged out and 4 more. So Khan taking and making the most of those wides he received.
Imran Khan finishes on 17.
Finishing with 17 runs. Pollard needing 18 for victory.
12 ball. To move on to the semi-finals.
Now it's Kieran Pollard's time at the crease. Imran Khan with his leg breaks. Interestingly enough, leg break from around the wicket here by Imran Khan. And that's going to be pulled in there, looking to split the fielders at long on and deep mid wicket. But Jabari there is not going to allow that, and it's going to be 2 runs for Pollard. Can't bowl that kind of length to Pollard and get away with it very often. Just 2 there, but if Pollard gets a hold of you, he's going to be going and gone if you'll be bowling that kind of length, Khan. So probably need to pitch it up a bit more. But so many people think they know it's a bowl to Pollard, but they really don't know. That one's coming off the bottom of the bat, just 1. Pollard they're looking to swing to the heavens there, but missing that one. Coming in again is Khan. Short and struck and swung mightily so. 6 more. Some trend there. Running for their lives. Pollard with a mighty one there. They're not diving in on the field alone. They're diving in the stands, diving to get away from that one, actually. Khan into Pollard again. Short and struck there. There's going to be catches. Oh! Everything that went his direction was caught, but this time Jabari not being able to hold on to that one, and it's going to be 4 more for Pollard. $13 now for Kieran Pollard. Needs 5 more. Let's see if he can finish in the first over. This is going to be struck hard on the ground. It's going to be good fielding there, getting a body behind it. Stopping that one. Appreciative round of applause by the supporters there. That brings to an end the first over. Pollard needing just 4 more for victory. Here's Imran Khan coming in again. Pollard just trying to work that one there. Appealing, and it's no edge. Short delivery. Pollard was probably working it. Back with a square. Needs 4 runs of victory with 5 deliveries left. Swinging away, and 6 more by Pollard. And that's the victory. Small by what we are accustomed to seeing from him. And moving on to the semi-finals. So he'll be facing his fellow Trinidadian, the only Trinidadian in the semi-final thus far. Smith is also in the semi-final. He'll be waiting on the winner of this final matchup, Christopher Barnwell versus Nathan Stewart. Whoever wins here moves on to the semi-final to face Dwayne Smith, the defending champion. So we'll see how that one goes as Pollard comes away victorious against Imran Khan. Into Stewart. Stewart all along the ground, looking to go between the man at the backward square, the big wicket and long on, but nothing is getting past Jabari here tonight. Doing very well in that long on position. It's almost as if he's having a major role in everyone's game so far. Of course, this is semi-final number 2. Lendell Simmons already in the finals after defeating Dwayne Smith. Simmons, the winner of the 2009, the inaugural SingleWicket tournament. That's a Yorker ball there, straight into the toes of Nathan Stewart, not being able to do anything but dig it out and get a single down to fine leg. So Pollard doing well. 16 after 9 deliveries, but Nathan Stewart has immense power. And again, another Yorker delivery here from Kieran Pollard. His Mumbai Indian experience doing him really well here now. Just 2 deliveries left. Stewart is yet to hit a 6. It will be his first time he's gone without hitting a 6. This one is going to be swung away, but the man at deep mid-wicket there holding on to it. Pollard setting his fielders into those positions, knowing the better fielders out there and trusting them in the high in positions that will be getting most of the action. So just 1 delivery left. Can Stewart get it over the ropes? Pollard may go for a slow ball. No, he's not. He's going. And again, just 1. So Stewart not really bludgeoning the ball as we saw earlier. As Kieran Pollard now needs to score 18 runs for victory. Kieran Pollard's time at the crease. He hasn't been piling up the 6s today, but he's won his matches quite effectively. Both occasions he batted second, so really didn't get an opportunity to put a big total on the board after Brown made 14 and Imran Khan made just 15. Made 17 this time now. Nathan Stewart making 18, so he's going to be going for a shot at the finals here. Nathan Stewart, of course, defeating Christopher Barnwell to get to this position. Here he is coming into Pollard. First ball. Pollard striking it powerfully. So 4 more. 2 bounces to the boundary. And Pollard flexing his muscles. That's for the start. Trinidadian input. Kieran Pollard versus the Big Union. Nathan Stewart, Trinidadian. Lendell Simmons waiting in the finals. In again is Stewart. Short ball. Oh, that struck straight back past him. It was much quicker there, but Pollard onto it in a flash, and that's 4 more. Nathan Stewart needs to find the remedy here. He needs to find the right line and length, because he's already being bludgeoned by Kieran Pollard. And maybe best off going for the wide Yorker. Again giving him length and again going to the boundary. This time 4 more. Actually it's 6 more. So it's 14 in 3 deliveries here for Pollard. And needing just another 4 for victory is Pollard. Just another 4 for victory. Can he finish it in the first over? No one has been able to do that today. Pollard is aiming to do just that. This one again giving him length, but straight to the man at mid-wicket there. No runs coming off the bottom of that massive CA bat. Pollard, of course, recently signing on with CA after a long time being with SS. Now has his own KP Big Bang bat here for 2014. Recently debuting it for Trinidad and Tobago and then the Mumbai Indians. He is facing Stewart. Giving him length, and that's 4. Is it 4? 6. Flat 6. And in the first over, Stewart has been knocked out Kieran Pollard with an effective, efficient matchup here and setting up a matchup between himself and Lendell Simmons. Trini versus Trini, Mumbai versus Mumbai. Kieran Pollard versus Lendell Simmons in the 2014 SingleWicket Caribbean Championship. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the big one, the finals, the matchup we've all been wanting to see. Kieran Pollard versus Lendell Simmons. Both these players played together in the Mumbai Indians. Simmons coming over late, but making his presence known, making his presence felt.
What's his position? So next day, when he's not injured,
Simmons will be bowling first. Pollard making light work of the total, the 17 runs made by Nathan Stewart in order to get into the finals. Simmons having a tough time against Dwayne Smith to get into these finals, but Pollard has been quite effective. This is his first time, however, batting first. Simmons in, right time around, and it struck straight back past Simmons, but not getting off the middle of that big C there. So just one. Good start for Simmons. Right up in the block hole there. Pollard not being able to free his arms.
let me go, Delta.
Simmons in again, right arm around the wicket. Pollard striking it straight down the ground, looking straight at the man at long off, and just one.
The final. Some boundaries are on.
Bravo, Dwayne Bravo on the mic, of course,
Boundaries are Mumbai.
currently injured with that.
Let me go.
Telling Pollard to hit some boundaries. A bit of fatigue between Pollard and Bravo now. Simmons in again. That's a wide. Not the worst thing in the world, as that's just 2 runs, and it's going to be another ball. 4 runs off of the first 3 deliveries for Kieran Pollard. Simmons telling his man that finally to come a bit wider.
Single.
Another wide here for Simmons. It may be a deliberate ploy. You can assure that he isn't scoring any boundaries. If he bowls another wide, however, it will be a serious penalty. So let's see what he does, as this one is struck again straight down at the man at long off, and Bravo being a bit funny on the mic. Bravo is having some fun on the mic with Kieran Pollard's batting, telling Kieran Pollard to entertain the spectators here. Simmons in again. Oh, what a mighty hit. That one is in the air, and it's going to be 6. So Bravo getting what he asked for. Entertainment from Kieran Pollard. Bravo. There. So light entertainment. Asking Kieran Pollard if he's like our Minister of a Minister of Sports. So Pollard just 1-6 in that first over. Simmons thinking to himself where he wants to pitch the ball. 13 runs off the first over there for Pollard. Quite certain that he'd like to get at least 13 all. Scoring someone out there, Delta. Guessing it's Pollard, Delta Airways. Bravo asking Marlon Richards if he played in this tournament. Bravo showing his many colors. Bit of a comedian here this evening. Of course, Bravo, the West Indies 50 over captain. Pollard second over here. Simmons moving his field all over, trying to get it correct, get his best fielders in the best positions. Most active positions, especially with Pollard batting. Bravo is still doing a bit of the house commentary. Scorer Kadeem Chelsea, and that's one of the best things they could have done, having Bravo take over the commentary. Simmons taking a bit of time here to set his field, but I think he needs to fix it correctly because he just has no. Actually, I'm seeing the two in the circle as Pollard there not being able to get anything on that one. A dot ball, so staying at 13 there. Pollard a bit surprised on that one, just a bit shorter on length. With a friendly fatigue between Bravo and those on the field. We turn that into connection strong. He has Pollard going high, but it's going to be caught. It should be caught. It should be. It's dropped and 4 more. It's dropped, misjudged on the boundary there, and Pollard gets a reprieve. Not just dropped, but it went for 4 as well. Simmons must be upset about that one. This is the finals, 8,000 US on the line. Bravo, letting the fielder have it. Simmons in against Pollard. Pollard striking that one there, looking wide of the man along on him, but a very good feeling again by Jabari. How many times have I said that tonight? 18 with 3 deliveries left. Can Pollard get some fireworks here? This one struck again down the ground and down to the man along off. He's been feeding. He's been feeding the man at long off consistently. Simmons again. It's going to be coming right time around. Mumbai versus Mumbai, according to Bravo. And Pollard looking for the big hit there, getting it off the edge. Man is short. Third man, will he be able to get there in time? He's sliding, but the slide not working out for him on that occasion as it goes away for 4 more. 1 ball left. Pollard on 23. He'll be looking for a 6, just 1 6 against Simmons here. Pollard, oh, mighty hit. Mighty hit over the lighting fixtures, and it's 6 more. Finishing strongly there, Pollard, sorry. So Simmons now set 30 for victory in the finals. Simmons hasn't been able to get that high thus far, so in order to beat Pollard, he'll have to do something that he hasn't done thus far. 30 needed off of 12 deliveries. Pollard has been good with the ball. It's going to be something special for Simmons to defeat Pollard in this 2014 Caribbean single wicket final. It's now Pollard's in with the ball. Pollard's in here. Simmons with the bat. This is the final. Simmons requiring 30 off of the 12 deliveries for victory. Pollard finishing with a 6. Simmons in his last go around with Smith. Probably luck on his side a bit as a ball went through the field at short fine leg for 4 as the square leg umpire calling a dubious wide. But nonetheless, he's in the finals. All that behind him is going up against one of the best in the world in short format cricket, Kieron Pollard. He was in a ripping form for the Mumbai Indians in the last IPL. If he brings any of that type of form here this evening, he will come out victorious. His previous matches, he scored 19, 28.
Watch it. First ball wide, watch.
And 25. So he needs to get more than he's gotten all tournament long. Pollard, first ball to Simmons. Very well bowled, but Spank there to the man at sweeping cover. Just one. Just a single there. Pollard looking full and wide. Simmons in again to Pollard. Pollard into Simmons and two after two. 28 more needed of 10 deliveries. Another full ball outside the off stump, so looking for the York outside off as Bravo isn't happy with what he's seeing. He wants some boundaries from Simmons, reminding him that he needs 30 and not 12, so singles will not win it for him. 7,000 US on the line, and Pollard coming in again. Struck here by Simmons. That's going to be 6. Out of here. First 6 of the finals for Lionel Simmons. So it's 9 of the first 4. Pollard getting some shine on the ball, and he's going to come in again. If Bravo wasn't injured, he'd have been here. No likeliness. One of the better all-rounders in the Caribbean. Simmons facing up to Pollard here. Oh, chipping down and striking it out of here. Quickly moving on to 15. That's one loss. That's the lost ball. 15 off of 5. That's one of the bigger ones you've seen today. Pollard needs to stop the bleeding. Needs a wicket. Bravo telling Pollard he's lucky to get 2 overs, as he wasn't able to get that from Mumbai. Slower ball, I'm calling it. Pollard will be going slower ball, will he? Yes, he is, but it's a wide, and it's 5, actually 6 wides. So getting a 6 without even swinging the bat there is Pollard, is Simmons, and 21 after 1. He needs wickets, does Kieran Pollard. 21 after 1 as a wide and 4 is not 5, it's actually 6. Come on, Pollard, let's make this one entertaining. Let's get a wicket here, Pollard. Let's make this final entertaining. 9 required off of 6 deliveries. Pollard into Simmons here. Looking poised to take this title this year again, and this one is struck. Looking for 2 as it's done man a deep cover. Quick work here and a very good throw in. Very good work on the boundary, just 1. 8 required off of 5. Boundary can change everything here. Wicket too can do the same as well. Pollard. Full ball. Struck straight to the man at deep mid wicket, however, and being told to get it in as quickly as possible there. That's Akil Cooper. And oh, the bubble by the keeper, allowing them to go for another. So that's 2. That's 7 required off of 6 required off of 4, sorry. So a 6 can win it here for Pollard. He needs to get a wicket. A wicket will make it a 9 off of 3.
Very, very close. 6 and 4.
6 required in 4. I'm pulling for a wicket. Let's see what Pollard does. And this could be a wicket! Oh yeah, things are getting interesting. 9 required off of 3 now. 9 required off of 3. Let's see what Simmons does.
3 balls left. 9 runs. Pollard bunker in his favor. Let it go. Take him, Pollard. 7-1-6.
9 off of 3. Pollard having a word with the man at short fine leg.
So history shows when he think, he do something stupid next. I want you right coming here now.
Pollard in against Simmons. This is going to be just one. Pollard shouting with the man at long leg. Oh, almost costing him with the bubble there, but the first time he's bubbling there, Jabari. So 8 runs required from 2 deliveries. How things have changed. A 6 and a 2, 2 4s. Pollard gets a wicket. That's all she ruled for Lendell Simmons, however. Yorker ball. Oh, just getting his hand onto it. A wide. Oh, a bubble there by Pollard. A bubble there by Pollard. No, Pollard is costing himself here. Don't throw it away. Five required for victory. A 4 would require a super over. Needs a 4 for a super over. Let's get a super over, Pollard. That's Kieran Pollard in print for you. He needs a 4 for a super over. I'm pulling for the super over. Come on, Simo. Let's get a 4. Let's get a 4. We've never had a super over deciding single wicket before. Pollard, Simmons. And he bowls a wide. How could you bowl a wide there, Kieran Pollard? Number 4 will mean victory for Simmons. The fielders have to be on the P's and Q's here because a 2 can mean a super over, a bubble. Anything can mean failure for Pollard. Pollard, he needs a dot ball. Simmons, another wide by Pollard. And he's choking. He's choking this one away, Kieran Pollard. He bowls 2 consecutive wides. And now he's calling the fielders, all the fielders in. Let's get a dot ball, Pollard. 1 and 1. Let's get a dot ball, Pollard.
1 and 1.
Some of the supporters saying that Pollard is doing it on purpose. He wants it to come down to 1 and 1. I don't think he's doing it on purpose with 7,000 US on the line. Bravo asking for 1,000. Pollard making sure his field is exactly as he wants it. Doesn't want Simmons to get the single, but also trying to prevent the boundary. Simmons will go in all the way. Loses his wicket on Pollard. Warning. Bravo on the mic knows that too well. Smith did him that in the final version of the Caribbean T20. Last one, last ball here. This could be... Oh, it's going to be... a victory for Simmons. The keeper missing it there. And Pollard choking away the victory. He had it in his hands. 2 wides. And Lendell Simmons will be crowned the 2014 Caribbean single wicket champion. It's the 2nd time he's winning this championship. Pollard had it in his grasp, but not being able to come away victorious there. Simmons eventually pulling away a single needed off the last ball for victory, and he did just that. Lendell Simmons, ladies and gentlemen, winning the third installment of this Caribbean Single Wicket Championship. Bravo. Having fun with Pollard there. Pollard being a good sport about it. Simmons greeting Pollard. Mumbai versus Mumbai. Trinidad versus Trinidad. The 2014 champion. Winning this for the second time is Lendell Simmons. So viewers, on behalf of myself, George Matheson, my cameraman, and Kadim Charles, my scorer, I'm Aaron Chandler saying thank you for staying with us throughout this tournament, the 2014 installment of the Caribbean Single Wicket Championship. As we leave you with the news that Lendell Simmons is the 2014 winner.